Good afternoon. Welcome to one of my projects that I'm extremely pleased to be involved with. My name is Tony Love. I'm a Senior Vice President of FHA Financing and Affordable Housing with Bellwether Enterprise in Cleveland. We're in the gymnasium of the Longfellow Elementary School. It's being renovated into 30 affordable housing units for seniors. The Longfellow School was in existence really from the turn of the century here on the east side of Cleveland. And like many legacy cities, the school-age population has changed dramatically. And over time, neither the school facilities really worked for the school system, and they just didn't have the need for continuing operations at this school. But it's been such a critical component to the fabric of the neighborhood that the school board and other community stakeholders really wanted to see it reutilized to the benefit of the community. The community came up with a request for a proposal process and selected the Connecticut-based Vesta Corporation to come into Cleveland. Vesta has done a number of projects in Cleveland already, so they knew the market very, very well. And it came up with a very innovative and creative approach to retrofitting the elementary school building into seniors housing, but also adding another 50 units of new construction affordable housing for seniors. So when everything is all said and done, it'll be 80 units of affordable housing. Residents will have incomes between 30 to 60% of the area median income. And for a one-bedroom unit, rents will be somewhere around $325 to $725. So very, very affordable in this market and sorely needed. I think one of the things that's really interesting about this is how we went about financing this. And again, I have to really credit the staff and senior managers at Vesta Corporation. They knew that they wanted to utilize the 221D4 HUD-insured loan. And with that, we certainly have several advantages. One is that it's a self-amortizing 40-year loan term, both for construction and for permanent loan. But it also works well with other capital sources. And in this project, we had a number of them. It's really one of the first projects in the nation that has been able to make use of a 202 capital grant in combination with some of these other sources of funds. Beginning in the early 90s, the Section 202 program was a grant program that covered the entire cost of these affordable senior housing projects. But today, the federal government just does not have the resources to make that kind of funding available. So what they've tried to do is to encourage nonprofit sponsors to put together a mixed finance type of package, a capital stack, that's inclusive of the 202, but many other funding sources. So in this particular case with Longfellow School, we've included a Section 221D4 HUD-insured loan of about $3.6 million, roughly $16 million of historic and low-income housing tax credits, as well as subordinate financing from the city and the state to make the capital stack complete and to provide the resources necessary to renovate the project. I think one of the things that's always going to be a challenge with affordable housing projects is how do you make these different funding sources work well together? And because this was one of the first projects that put together a 221D4 project funding with a Section 202 capital grant, there were definitely some challenges in terms of timing and regulatory compliance and things of that nature. But we worked through it. And again, I think it's a credit to all the parties that were involved to be able to do that. Vesta certainly had the staying power. We, Bellwether, were certainly committed to getting the project to the finish line and getting it to closing so that they could start renovating this project and really making it an asset for the community. So all told, it was about $23 million. We're right now about, I think, 2/3 of the way done with the construction. And it's hoped that somewhere around the end of the year, early 2023, the project will be ready for occupancy.